Hello and welcome to another interesting episode of the Engage series tagged the Engage Forum, where the youth and young people in general come together and address pressing issues of national concerns towards the upcoming election. And equally, it provides a very peaceful forum for the discussion and assessment of policies and initiatives of the various political parties and opinion leaders. My name is Preskana Lamte, and I'll be your host for today. However, I am here with my co-host.
I am OK Joseph. Now, the elections is in 2 months. What is going to influence your decision to vote? Which political party are you going to vote for? Are you going to vote to maintain the current political party, or you are going to vote for change? Is the youth ready for a new power to take control in Ghana? And what are their policies of the current NPP? That is what we are going to look at today. The policies that are going to help the youth and are going to take the youth to a different location.
So in our quest to dealing with plaguing issues of the current national situation, we would want to assess the NPP's manifesto for 2024 general elections. And so we are going to take it from the educational aspect, which spells out that the NPP plans to expand recruitment, improve accommodation at public universities, and enhance the free SHS TVET policy. There will be new certifications in emerging technologies, that is the AI and robotics, and the free tertiary education scholarships for persons with disabilities. Also, when it comes to the job creation aspect, the political party seeks to target creation of jobs through initiatives like setting up a $100 million fintech fund and reviving the public works department to employ artisans and built environment professionals. There are also pledges to increase recruitment in the security services and expand job opportunities in agriculture through programs like the Youth and Women in Cocoa initiatives.
Now, the NPP, led by Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, has vowed to hint on technology, and they are committed to training 1 million young people in digital skills and establishing a national robotics, engineering and AI labs. This initiative aims to position Ghana as a national hub for offering ventures funding for tech startups.
And then as a target in focusing on housing policies, the manifesto highlights plans to address youth housing challenges by increasing students' accommodation in public tertiary institutions and facilitating affordable housing.
Now, these are some of the issues we are going to be talking about on today's forum. We are not going to be doing this alone. In the studios with us are 2 beautiful people who are going to help us with this discussion. But before we go into the discussion, we engage people on the street to ask them what they think about the upcoming election and their views on the manifesto. Let's look at what they had to say.
So we have another brilliant gentleman here with us, going to give us an insight into why the youth has to vote. Why should the youth participate in all election processes governing the state? And so, welcome to the show. Maba san youth about kokwe. Maba was she voting processes working ha men and medala. Maba.
Kake voting I age rate koni I start your job. Cashier. Okay, as a youth dibalo, but more the sample dibo no nyocha na can age rate no a sound mind. No one no voter, a right no voter. She dio ya ke mini was an voting. Where community me. Ke one tower park, wabeko. One tower market, wabeko. One tower community center, wabeko. She was your MP, where assemblyman. Where leaders your man no can be a fan one or minutes and my voting. Before that new government baba power nibi ye down bien nibi e bangwe kote aboso kon ya spare pass onyen e o te market ya ni onyen e no fi no jale wa e man no ya feel gas onyen o mi ni o san ma vote o system me na kan on system yo to me equal mo personal interest we want about vote chi mi ele this year lembe shaka ma vote.
Shikaji NDC NPP na we na kamenyo lenye mahe ame maye. Ake efeni ake every 8 years achake yomi. Kemene ba 8 years, mene ba 8 years. E wo ni bi no expect na me fie ambalaka wo. Ame fie mi ne kan NDC chairman jimi. Ye Queens. NDC eba no 8 years eba ho. NPP we ba 8 years ni. E wo ma compare ko ni ma question atas now ele kenke bu ake inje money ma vote ale mi male. She mean kwe ame campaign message na mbaba. Ake you ten eba won to ni bi ni abake wo. Ne ba ta wo twie wo ba nyi wo vote wan mi.
So, as we said earlier, we do have some wonderful youth amongst us who are going to help us, engage us, and then make this forum a very interesting one for that matter. And so, welcome to today's Engage Forum.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So, you had a fair idea of what the manifesto is all about. What do you think was your general understanding? And how do you see the manifesto read out earlier?
Would you like to go first?
Go first.
Oh, what happened to ladies first? Okay. Anyways, my name is Alfred Kingsley Banman Williams. Yes, the NPP Youth Manifesto, obviously on paper, it looks good. But, you know, paper is not what we used to run the country. So on paper, I mean, there are a lot of good policies in it.
Okay.
All right, so my name is Abna Bwampoma. Let's say thanks for having us on the show. And as my colleague said earlier on, that the manifesto is on paper, and I also believe that things are going to work out when a lot is being put into this, and especially some students are going to benefit from what's going to go on when they themselves try to impact others too as well. So I think it's also good, but we're just hoping for the best. We know the government and always promising us, so all I can say is we're all waiting so that they start something better for the students.
So we are all waiting so that they start something better for all of us. And so I equally have some subsequent questions for you as well. And I would like that you share your honest opinions on them. Very honest ones, please. So, with the NPP's promise to introduce certifications in emerging technologies like AI and robotics, which form a very important aspect of our lives now, how do you think these new certifications will enhance your career prospects and resources? And what resources do you think students will need to take full advantage of these opportunities regarding AI and robotics?
Well, first of all, I think it is a good initiative because we live in a global village now. Most people are taking advantage of the whole AI situation all over the world. So Ghana moving to the whole AI, artificial intelligence field is a good start. But the question is, can they really do what they say they want to do? Because if you recall back, they mentioned that they were going to employ some of this AI technology to fight galamsey. How well did that go? So those are the questions we are also wondering. Okay, yes, it's a good initiative, but you also said you were going to do make this whole AI thing fight galamsey. How well did they go? The same AI during COVID, they were using it to move around the blood and the test kits and all that with the drones and all that. Those are good plans, but how well with that? Post-COVID, are we still being able to move those equipments and blood and all that they said they would do during COVID? Are they still being able to make good use of it, or was just a period of time and that is it? So that's my take on that.
Okay, that's your take on that. But you didn't answer the question.
Do I feel that?
What do you think? How do you think it's going to impact your career?
That is why I said that. Yes, it's a good initiative. It will impact all of us. Like, first of all, it's even likely to even create jobs. Because if they bring that whole AI, people will say AI will come and take over the world and people won't get a lot of jobs to do. But if you also think about it, it's the same people that you need software engineers, you need a whole technocrats to fight this, to also help build this. So if you don't have those technocrats, you also need to also employ people. to also run this technocrats. For example, like the drone I was saying, you need people to move those blood and all that. The AI can't just be, it can be there, but you also need people to push those things.
Okay, so in as much as they would want to bring it on board, they should equally try their best to provide personnel to manipulate them.
They will need personnel.
Okay.
They will need personnel. So that's when we also come in, that you have got a good plan. But is it just a plan on paper, or is it going to be a plan that truly you are ready to implement?
So, all right, our beautiful Abna Buampoma. What is your take on that?
So mine is very simple. By staying relevant with technological advancement and then acquiring more skills, I think it's going to help when they try to implement all what you say.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So simple like that.
Okay.
So I think when Bannerman was saying, he made a lot of good points. You know, AI and robotics is the next generation. AI is what is taking over the world. AI is doing a lot of things. I am not going to, it's a good initiative, AI, robotics, they are all good initiatives. I am not going to hate on the aspects of whether they are going to bring it, because the NPP government has proven to us that, see, when it comes to technology, we are good at that. But the certification is what I'm looking at. Okay, is the certification going to be able to be used outside the country? Is it going to be eligible? Because recently in Ghana, people said they were going to choose a Dutch passport over a PhD. And so if we are going to receive certifications for robotics and AI, where can it take us to? Outside the borders of Ghana, is it going to be relevant? Because see, if you're in Ghana and you earn some certificate, like a degree or whatever, you move out of Ghana, you go to Europe, and most of the times it's useless. But people study in Europe, America, they come to Ghana and they are still able to work with their certificates, and we respect them more than we respect our graduates. So see, yes, you are going to bring it. The certificates, how is it going to better the lives of the normal Ghanaian? Because after taking the program, can I travel? Can I do a lot with the certificate? It is good I'm going to gain the knowledge, but the certificate is also important to me. So outside the box, outside Ghana, how is it going to help me? That is what I'm looking at. So I feel like they should really emphasize on the value of the certification. That is what I think they should do.
Okay, so our leaders out there, you've heard them right. And these are their heartfelt concerns. They are pouring out to you. We pray that as you're coming, you take up the mantle with full dedication and dignity. So we would further our questions too. When it comes to the job section, it says that the manifesto or the NPP outlines plans to create jobs through initiatives like the FinTech Fund and public works programs for artisans and professionals as a graduate or soon to be graduate. Which of these opportunities, is it the FinTech or the public works programs for the artisans and professionals, which of these two opportunities resonate with you? And how do you think these initiatives can be effectively implemented to reduce youth unemployment?
Okay, I think I'm going to talk about this. I don't know why there is this conversation still around bringing in new initiatives to curb unemployment. What is happening to one district, one factory? Was it not supposed to curb unemployment? Or was it not supposed to handle unemployment? Is there going to be continuity? Because in our country, we really lack that. All right. So one district, one factory is going to be left there. And then we are going to bring about new initiatives, FinTech. And then we are going to put that on board and we are going to leave it there again. Because see, we don't even hear the conversation of one district, one factory again. What has happened to all the factories? So the government should have a continuity, how do we call it, plan. Okay, so Baumia, you are coming in. You want to have a lot of youth employed. You're going to create a lot of jobs. But what is he going to do about these projects they brought about? Is it not supposed to handle unemployment? But even when it was brought into the picture, we didn't have a lot of youths employed. A lot of youths were not employed. You go around the communities and you see youths scattered around, unemployed. Like, that leads to doing a lot of things. All right, we don't want to mention names, but some of the things are not really nice. Okay, so see, you brought about one district, one factory. Let's see the continuity. Let's see the effectiveness of one district, one factory. Then we can trust that you are bringing in fintech for artisans. Yes, this is going to work, because we've not seen how one district, one factory has worked.
All right. We've not seen how one district, one factory has worked. That's a very brilliant submission. I think I love it. So all he's saying is that, look, we are tired of the so many initiatives, fresh stuff. Look, we are tired. You bring up stuff and then you leave them hanging, unattended to halfway through, and then you are not done and you bring another thing. No. Take us through to the end, and you've assured us that next time you bring something up, like the fintech, we can equally rely on it for a better, thorough work.
Okay, so with what he said, it's true. With the whole one district, one factory, let's cross our mind back to post-independence. We didn't rely on, some will say you are being kicked by thinking technology. I think of agric. Agric is like the core fundamental when it comes to Africa, Ghana to be precise.
Yeah.
Agriculture. I don't understand why they are moving away from it. People, what's the name? People still try to find a way to make money through the whole agric sector, because the agric sector is like what feeds us. When we learn how to feed ourselves, we can learn to also export it and also feed others. So they should focus more on agriculture. Agric. Okay. Because if we all, let's say we all had our own farms in our backyard.
Yeah.
That's the first form of like one, feeding ourselves and employing people. Because let's say you have a garden in your house, you have a garden in your house, you have a garden in your house, you have a garden in your house. I have a garden in my house. I will feed myself first. Then the excess, I can say, okay, I'm going to sell it. If it becomes too much for me, I start employing people. So the basic, agriculture is the basic. All
right, agriculture. Are you in collaboration with someone I'm thinking of now?
Who may that be?
Is she not the one bringing up the whole agriculture or something? Yeah, so yeah.
If she intends to bring out the whole agriculture factor, it's not, like I said, it's not just paper. Move towards it. Move towards it. Don't just say, I'm doing agric, then you sit back. You're doing agric. How are you going to implement this whole agriculture sector well?
All right.
So concerning his agric sector, something that he brought up, it's good. It's not a bad idea, but here lies the case. They're destroying our water bodies as well. You know what's going on now in the country. Yes, a whole lot of Ghanaian citizens out there protesting against galamsey. So the fact that you are destroying our water bodies, you know, it's going to affect the agricultural sector too as well. But this is the same water you are damaging, you are destroying, that they use to spray our crops and plants and things. And it's going to affect us because day by day, there is no human on earth that you can tell me when you wake up a day, you don't take in anything. You eat, you take in food. I mean, it's going to hurt us a lot. So I think on the other hand too, they should look at how this destruction of the water bodies through galamsey too can calm down for us a little.
Okay.
In order not to affect the agricultural aspect.
Okay. So you were trying to say we cannot just submit ourselves to one thing. There should be an infusion of others. That was a very beautiful submission from our beautiful people. Thank you so much. We still have some questions upcoming, so kindly listen. So the NPP aims to train 1 million young people in digital skills and establish a national robotics and AI lab. How do you see Ghana positioning itself as a leader in digital innovation, and what challenges do you foresee in ensuring equal access to this digital training across different regions?
Okay, with this initiative, first of all, there are already institutions that are running this they have technological classes or trainings going on. Growing up, you hear of NNIT.
Exactly.
I went to the University of Ghana.
Okay.
They have a whole department for engineers. So why don't you boost that resources into those institutions, make it stronger, so that more people enter into those institutions, get a better training, instead of rather come to start a new thing. And we have a history of starting new things without finishing. So why don't we just continue what is already there? Like I said, NNIT, it can be a private company or whoever it is. Speak with them. I mean, make plans with them. They train people already. Let them help them so that they can also help other people to train more people. Like I said, University of Ghana, UCC, KNUST. There are universities in Ghana that are already training those people. Or you are saying that they are not competent enough to train those people. Then why do you have the universities in Ghana if you don't even trust them enough to give them those resources to train those people so that they also come out as technocrats? So that's my
okay.
So in addition to what he's saying, I think the government is just about bringing up new policies. Now, when it comes to IT, there's the Kofi Annan India IT Center of Excellence. What has happened to that? See, I visited the place about 6 years ago, and it was a fine institution. But now, what is happening to it? Is it still functioning like we saw it back then, or we've just left it? So, see, we are not saying the policies are not good, but they are institutions mastering the course. Just fuel them, encourage them to do it better, give them facilities to do it better. That is all they need. Ghana is known for building initiatives, coming up with new initiatives and leaving them. Okay, but see, University of Ghana, NIIT, Kofi Annan Indian Institutes of IT and whatever, they are there. Can't we get better facilities for them so that they can work, better equipment so that they can work? This is going to curb the whole situation of training 1 million people, and I'm going to find where to do that, because after coming up with this policy, you're not going to look at where am I going to start from. So there is already a start. These institutions are there. Let's start with them. Let's get them spaces, let's get them facilities so that they can actually admit more students who have interest in those programs, and then we are good to go. Going to find a place, setting up a new location is not going to help the country. The country is currently wallowing in debt. We can't risk it anymore.
We can't risk
No, we can't risk it. We are wallowing in debt.
Okay.
Well, so by so doing, we have to create partnership with the government and then this private sectors, as you said earlier on. And you know, the other challenge is that this private sectors, most of them are political. And then sometimes when a government is in power, to help you becomes difficult because maybe they know you are not with them. You support a different party. So to come all out for you to help you in something, it becomes difficult. And I think it's about time this CEOs or bigger people in power who have these positions or bigger institutions do the needful, like become non-partisans a little, so that they get the help when any government is in power, so that we all move forward.
Okay, this reminds me, a friend of mine is very good with robotics. Okay, he's so excellent, and I think they did something small on just something to allow the blind move about in the environment, get all right to the environment. I think it was a very excellent job. And these are very little minds based on what you've seen around.
Yeah.
So just imagine.
Yes, so I even have some friends in Ghana Communication Technology Institute, and they are mastering this robotics program. They move from place to place and they train people for free.
Oh, okay.
All right, so the government can partner with people like this and we'll have the program running excellence.
Exactly.
We don't have to look for new places, build new facilities. See, the facilities, we have facilities available. Just invest in them and let's get the program running. It's a nice initiative, but we need to find a way of running it that we don't go about borrowing huge sums of money and wasting the funds. Because Ghana, once we go borrow money, some people in power will find a way to embezzle some of the funds.
Okay.
Yeah.
That part too really plays a very crucial role.
Exactly.
We cannot let go. So when it comes to the housing, this time around, our beautiful government wants to target the public institutions, our universities. So it says that with a focus on increasing student accommodation in public tertiary institutions, how do you think this will impact your academic performance or ability to attend university? What further steps do you believe the government should take to address affordable housing for graduates entering the market, the job market?
Well, so as I said earlier on, I think the government must also partner with this private sector so that they can help give these employees affordable living and things. Because you know, now to rent even here in Accra, it becomes very difficult somewhere to stay. When you are posted here in Accra, you don't have the enough funds, enough money, or maybe you don't have any family member around. It becomes very difficult for you yourself move from wherever you are to come work here in Accra. So I think the government must also look at the other side to partner with this private sectors to do more for Ghanaians. I think so.
With this initiative, yes, obviously it's a good policy because, like I said, I went to the University of Ghana. We had challenges when it comes to
hostel.
Advertising your school since.
After first year,
but that's my alma mater. So
exactly.
I need to.
University of Ghana, after your first year, you have to move out for the freshers to fill in the hostel.
No, that's they call it what's the name? Diaspora.
Yeah.
Diaspora. So that's like diaspora is like after you move the first year, then the traditional halls you have to move to
exactly.
But me, luckily for me, I was in Barney Hostel, it's at the back.
Okay.
Beside Ivandi.
Yeah.
I think there was a building, there was like a hostel opposite it. They were building it and they just stopped. I don't know if it was politics or a lack of funds or something. But like I said, there are private hostels over there, like Barney and Ivandi and TF.
Yes.
The other, like University of Ghana has land that you can build those hostels for the students to attend. To actually use, sorry. So I don't understand why, till date, people are still struggling to get accommodation when it comes to public universities. So that is something they surely need to look at. When it also comes to like the affordable housing, please, let's not even start.
It's not affordable.
That's the first thing. It's not even affordable.
It's not affordable.
And the second thing is that anytime a government starts try building this affordable housing, politics,
and then it's left.
Finish it. Saglame.
Bitchly.
It is not even
Asokore.
Adenta. What happened to all those housing projects?
And they started Pukwase.
Would they even finish Pukwase? That's the thing. If you keep bringing in, you see, that's why I feel like government is a continuation. You can't say because NPP is in power, that is our government.
When NDC comes.
When NDC comes, it becomes our government. When CPP comes, it becomes our government. Government is the continuation of every political party.
Exactly.
The definition of a political party is a group of people who share the same ideology on how to run the country. You people you have an idea of how to run the country. That's okay. The main goal is to make Ghana a whole nation. Ghana. How can you start a project when it comes to affordable housing, yet it's not affordable and it's not even done? Then the next government will come and say, because it wasn't done, we had to do litigation and all that, and at the end of the day, we have to start another project and things. Just do it. Just do it like Nike.
Continuity. Just continue.
Continue it. Don't just start another this thing. Look at the old ones. How do you build on the old ones? Build it and we'll see that, okay, truly, you're actually interested. Don't start a new one right now. Finish the old ones. Then we know that truly, yes, you are ready to actually help Ghanaians when it comes to affordable housing. And yes, the most important thing, make it affordable. Don't build it and make your own cronies and your own private institutions come and buy and rent to us. make it affordable. Affordable in such a way that if I do live in that area and I'm working there, I can afford it to live there. At the end of the day, we end up paying tax to you people. The money will come back to you and you make good use of it. So why don't you make it affordable and build those institutions?
So I think this public university increase of student accommodation is very necessary, because when I was in Legon, as you were saying, that policy of throwing the continuing students out just to accommodate, it was very bad. In fact, some of us, we didn't even get the opportunity to be in the traditional halls. It was very terrible. You had to walk from our town to school. That was very terrible. So I think it's a very good initiative and they should look at that. Okay, so we will be moving to the youth aspirations and policy impact too. Considering the NPP's promises for education, job creation, and technology advancement, what specific policies or programs would you prioritize as most critical for your personal and professional growth? And how would you want to be involved in shaping these policies? So all that we've said.
All right, so yes, the policies, like we said, very intelligent policies, but we are still emphasizing on continuity. The projects we've started left in bushes, there are a lot. Commander Sugar Factory, amongst others, they are still hanging in bushes. What are we doing about them? Can't we go and pick them up? They can employ a lot of youth. So for the youth, what we are saying is that we need employment, all right? But we also need the governments to have some plan of continuity. Go and pick up projects that have been left in the bushes, because see, the government has invested a lot of money in such projects, okay? And these are taxpayers' money, or they are loans taken in the name of the country. So we need those projects to be completed so that the country will be at peace, so that the youth will have jobs to do. We are not happy with seeing our friends and our colleagues and our brothers smoking, drinking, getting involved in all sorts of social vices. No, it is not helping us. So we should look, the government should do some form of continuity for us. That is all we are saying.
Oh, that is all we are saying indeed. Some form of continuity. We are tired of the smoking and all that.
Yeah.
My gentleman.
Well, to touch on what he said, it is true. There are a lot of things that are not being run well in the country. And it's becoming too many it's becoming a lot. We can't keep talking about the same thing over and over and over. It's that they can't hear us because the basic things are there. Like I said, starts with our Greek, starts with the things that were already there, the factories that were already there, the housing projects that were already there. Finish it. Even if you think we might not give you credit, at least we will still give you credit as the president that came and finished everything that was started by their predecessors.
I think that's the best credit you should ever have.
Exactly. Imagine being called the president that, oh, since the time of Nkrumah, Dr. Haile Liman, Dr. Buzia, the Rollins, Kufuor, Professor Mills, Professor Mills, Mahama Akufo-Addo. You're the first president that in history has gone back to make sure that all those presidents, all the things they couldn't finish, we finished it and we're not implementing it. That should be even your policy. Okay. I'm finishing everything that the ex-presidents did. The good things, sorry. Don't say everything. The good things that they did. I'm finishing all the good things that they did. Be it free SHS, be it Supplement Housing, be it
Commander Sugar Factory.
Everything. And we'll see how the nation will run in that whole era now.
Okay. Well, so your point, they don't do that because everyone, when they come to power, they want to gain this name. You know, in Nkrumah, where he started and everything, their names are on it. So you continue, will not take that name off it. It's still Nkrumah. But I've seen that our leaders want everything. They want their tax to be on it. And a lot of Ghanaians, because we are also political in everything that we do as citizens, we are not going to say maybe Mahama did this and then Akufo-Addo came to continue. No, but rather we'll say it's Mahama, whether you continue or not. And so our leaders, too, like I said earlier, because of how they want to gain their names when they leave power, they don't feel like continuing anything since Nkrumah's time. Nkrumah is no more. But look at the things he left there. No leader has gotten up or has come to power and be like, because Nkrumah left this, I want to do this. They have never until date. That is what is happening. And it's not helping us at all as Ghanaians, as leaders, as everyone, as citizens. It's not helping us at all.
So please, politicians, if you think we will criticize you for the fact that your name wasn't on this thing, then please, you can do this for us. If they write Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah at the top, you can write finished by, then you write your name down. Then at least we know that
we give credit to you for finishing the way.
For finishing it, yes. No, they won't do that.
So give you credit for finishing, please.
They won't do that. Everyone wants his or a name. Okay, the Mahama Foundation. Okay, so only Mahama did this. So when Mahama is not able to complete and then a different government comes to power, it becomes very difficult for the other government, the other party to continue.
And you think that any government at all can come and do everything like 100%?
Like they say, it is possible. They said it themselves. It is possible. So let us see.
Okay, so with 100%, I don't think they can do 100%, but I think they can fulfill their promises. Once they have come out with promises and policies, I think they know they are in the position and they have the capacity to fulfill them. That is why they brought out those policies. So we look up to them to fulfill them.
So my policy is they should promise us no promises, because for the past years, any promise is not fulfilled. Just look at one district, one dam. For instance, look at the National Cathedral. Recently, these protesters went to take a video of the place and it's very appalling. Just look at this. So the fact that they when they want power, they come, I'll do this, should stop. Once you don't promise us, when you come and you don't do anything, we take it as normal because you've not promised us anything. But when we vote for you every 7th December, then it's like you disappoint us for the past for the incoming 4 years or 8 years in power, which is very bad. So these politicians, it's about time they stop making fun of Ghanaians. They come to power and take the money, do everything they like in their own interest, for their own interest, cater for their family, and then leave Ghanaians. Keep our money, everything, and then leave Ghanaians, which is bad. It's not helping us till date.
Promise us no promise.
Oh yes,
that would be very
difficult.
I think it will be very difficult because just imagine a political party coming up and
so
we don't have anything on board.
Yeah, don't tell us anything, because we know when you promise, you come and you don't do anything. So if you don't tell us anything, you come and have fun in the Flagstaff house. It's normal and it's up to you too.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us, and you watching out there. Thank you so much. We are honored and privileged to have you on our set. The Engage Forum has brought to you. Thank you, and see you another time.